Apple TV has surprised me as of late. The streaming network really did a number with me last year when I fell head over heels in love with Ted Lasso. I had received a few requests to check out another popular show on the streaming network titled Mythic Quest. The show appeared innocent enough, but like Ted Lasso on first appearance, it didn't do enough to win me over. Okay trailer, solid cast, but for some reason, it took me too long to get into it. Like Ted Lasso, I regret not pulling the trigger sooner, and today's Lost and Found will be built on convincing you to take that leap with me. Mythic Quest, also known in the first season as Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet, is a workplace comedy that follows a video game studio that produces Mythic Quest, a popular MMORPG ran by game creator Ian Grimm.
I adapted it from a previous apology I gave to the San Diego Women's Museum.
Weird.
Raven's Banquet, the additional title to the series, refers to the game's first major expansion.
Raven's Banquet is ready to launch.
All right.
Grimm is played by Rob McElhenney, an egotistical genius who is hell-bent on creating the perfect vision regardless of the torment he puts others through.
What is this?
It's a commercial for the game.
It's a commercial for you.
It's still going.
Oh my god.
McElhenney is, of course, most famous for his role in Always Sunny.
I've always been very passionate about dominating other men.
Dominique, you banged me. Like right away. I hardly had to do anything. Tabitha, you did the same. But most importantly, you banged each other.
Lead engineer Poppy Lee and executive producer David Brittlesby, played by Charlotte Nickdale and David Hornsby, respectively, are in charge of reeling in the creative vision. Danny Pudi plays Brad Bekshi, head of monetization and the atypical money-grubby suit in charge of the game's purse strings. The initial concept for Mythic Quest came when Ubisoft, one of the largest game publishers in the industry, approached McElhenney with the concept of producing a television series around video games. McElhenney was hesitant to create the show, but after touring the studio and seeing initial concepts for the show, he decided to move forward. Ubisoft would provide their own assets for the characters and the game world. They would also help the writing team with various details of the game development process to stay authentic to the actual process. The series was created with Charlie Day, Rob McElhenney, and Megan Gaines. Day and McElhenney, of course, are famous for their work on Always Sunny.
There's no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
Gaines had worked as a writer on various shows including Community, Always Sunny, and won an Emmy for her writing in the popular show Modern Family. Anyone familiar to the world of Always Sunny will find some similarities to Mythic Quest.
This is not what the shovel is meant for. It was made to murder people.
And dig dicks. Oh, they did that too.
Oh, wow. Say what you want about Nazis. They are precise.
Rob's character of Ian Grimm is quite similar to Mac in the aspect that both are egotistical and a bit obtuse to the world around them. Both shows do a good job of exploring day-to-day subjects, in particular with Mythic Quest and its focus on workplace faults like sexism, ageism, or even job crunching. In a lot of ways, Always Sunny reminded me of a live-action South Park, and Mythic Quest feels like an extension of that, but only with heavy commentary towards the seedy underworld that is game design.
Dana, we're selling naming rights to the Coliseum for $1 million. Just say whatever you want about it on the stream. Doesn't matter. Some idiot's gonna buy it and call it King Shit's Fucktown.
The show isn't nearly as crass, gross, or over the top. Mythic Quest does a great job of unraveling this world of game design.
Those games were somebody's legacy. Well, this is my legacy.
Our legacy.
Our legacy, whatever.
Whether it be tight budgets, mistreatment of lower staff, or how much a game can profit.
Joe's a woman, right? Joe, so
Yeah.
why don't you tell the girls what you do?
Sure. I live only to serve a man, and that man is David.
Okay, it's normally not like this.
Some of it comes off as totally impossible situations, if it weren't for the fact that so many game companies have revealed their business-making strategies. Ubisoft's work on the show to make it more authentic certainly helps those notes hit a bit better. Of course, wacky antics are still there, and without a doubt, people will get a kick out of the more traditional workplace comedy bits. The show's first 9 episodes are solid, followed up by 2 additional episodes that appeared later in 2020 and 2021. The first of which, a quarantine episode which follows the development team during the pandemic, is wonderful. Like the rest of the first season, it bounces in and out between goofy workplace moments and a hard-hitting emotional scene that rounded off a rather rough 2020.
I waited for you this time in the meeting.
Nice one, mate.
Looks like somebody did find that shower.
I want it to look fancy.
Did you wash your hair?
Yes, I washed my hair.
All right. I'll keep my eye on it.
The more recent episode, a special called Everlight, features the development crew on their first day back as they partake in a LARPing tournament. The last few minutes go bold in what can only be described as both goofy and epic. I, of course, would feel like a complete failure without spotlighting the 5th episode of Season 1, titled A Dark, Quiet Death. The episode, directed by Rob McElhenney and written by his wife Katie, follows a couple, Doc and Bean, as they develop their own game in the early 90s. The episode is a standalone, featuring none of the main characters. Throughout the episode, you watch the evolution of gaming through the eyes of this couple, the building of their company, and the crashing downfall. It plays as a beautifully tragic story to artistic integrity and the power of the mighty dollar bill.
If you take your eye off the vision, they will murder it.
Admittedly, the episode's first few moments had me a bit lost, but by the end, I was so emotionally entangled that I didn't care that we never knew about these characters before. It was a bold decision to do a standalone, a decision that can only work through a binge, but it certainly pays off with one of the finer moments of television I've seen in a while.
It's either Roscoe or me.
Mythic Quest's first season is the true definition of solid. The first few episodes do take a bit to get used to the large ensemble cast, but rest assured, the show still entertains as it finds its footing. The development process for this large game is made better by Ubisoft's donation of assets. Mythic Quest feels like a legitimate game, and the commentary on the world of game development, while far-fetched, feels entirely plausible. While its heart isn't as profound or delightful as Ted Lasso, it's still winning enough to immediately click play on the next episode. Mythic Quest is everything you want in your next binge, so what are you waiting for?